Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm going to be testing Lords of the Fallen on the GeForce GTX 950. I tested this before on the GeForce GTX 950 Ti. If you want to check that out, check the description below. I left a link to that video there, and for FPS monitoring I'm using Cam. If you want to learn how to use it, click on the top right corner of the video where the Cam logo is, or check the description below if you want to learn more about this. So, Lords of the Fallen, I will start with 1080p and the highest setting. As you can see here, textures we have up to very high, but as you can see here, there's a warning. You need at least 6 GB of VRAM to use it, so I'll keep it on high. Some of these settings need the game to restart in order to apply. I put everything like you see right here and restarted the game. It seems like geometry detail and volumetric lighting or something like that, those two options, and I mean the textures too, need the game to restart in order to take effect, but shadow quality, anisotropic filtering, and I think post-processing, I'm not 100% sure, those can be changed without restarting the game, so that's perfect. So I'll start with 1080p. We have geometry detail, shadow quality, very self-explanatory. We have full screen and windowed. Then we have post-processing enabled or disabled, volumetric lighting enabled or disabled, post-chroma shift enabled or disabled. This is some weird thing with particles. I'm not 100% sure what it is. It's an effect I only saw in this game. It looks pretty interesting. Then we have VSync gone rough. Don't even turn it on. It destroyed performance in my case. And then we have nvidia turbulence. What is this, you might ask? Well, it's kind of it's a GameWorks feature. It's kind of when there are ashes or some effects of wind flying around, some particles are present. Don't even use this, you won't notice much of a difference, and it destroys performance for the most part, for me at least. So we'll start with 1080p, the maximum settings except textures, and no nvidia turbulence. So we apply the settings and we go into the game, shall we? Okay, so as you can see here, we are at 1080p highest setting, except textures and nvidia turbulence. As you can see, the game looks gorgeous, and we're having 30 to 40 frames per second, apparently. I killed this guy a moment ago. This game tries to be Dark Souls. It's similar to Dark Souls, but it's kinda, well, it's way different. So, it's trying to be Dark Souls, but I'm not complaining. I mean, more games should try to be like Dark Souls. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Support me. Alright. But yeah, this game tries to be Dark Souls. A lot of it is inspired by Dark Souls. As you can see, we have a button to use the sword with both hands, as you can see. Also, you can use the shield. Then we have parrying, and well, we have in the bottom left corner a thing like potion that should be like the Estus. You can roll, but this is a fat roll because I have a lot of ammo on me. But you can take it off if you want. That's what I'm going to do. If I remember how to unequip it. There we go. Then, yeah, unequip this. Unequip that. Whoop. Yeah, unequip that. Unequip that. And what else? Where's the rest? And there we go. So now if I try to roll, it's way faster, as you can see, just like in Dark Souls. You can choose heavy ammo and slow rolling, or move faster with no ammo. We're going to keep going. Oh shit! Yeah, there you can see it's kind of a Dark Souls, but it's fun. I mean, I played quite a bit of it. I got bored of it eventually because I couldn't beat a boss, but the game is fun. You can also run, and releasing the button and pushing it again jumps, just like in Dark Souls. So yeah, more games should try to be Dark Souls. This is a very good try, I gotta say. Come on, die. Thank you very much. As you can see here, we're having 50s. This is because it's a, well, a more close area, as you can see. but there will be a boss fight now. That boss fight will drop the frame rate, so I'll show you how to deal with that. For now I'm playing on 1080. I'll keep playing for a little so you can see one of those bad moments and find the best, well, the best configuration, of course, for all resolutions, 1080p, 900p and 720. But the game looks fantastic. I cannot stress that enough. Okay, you're down. I'm using an Xbox 360 controller. You can use keyboard and mouse if you want. I wouldn't recommend it. There's a backstab in this game. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It is way slower than Dark Souls 3, so keep that in mind.
I beg you.
And this guy, oh shit.
Something evil is happening. I can feel that. You can always seek refuge here.
You see me rolling.
Whatever happens,
Hating,
Antanas can save us.
you won't fucking get me.
Please, be safe.
Come on. Oh shit. Whew, I rolled just in time. And you also have an endurance bar, just like in Dark Souls. But I'm not complaining, it's very fun. If you finish all Dark Souls, you might want to play this. It's not as good as Dark Souls, but it's pretty damn close in some aspects. Do I have to loot his body? Let's see. No, I don't. Let's keep going then. Oh, here we are. We take this stuff. Energy shard. Alright. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I had to find a key. It should be around here somewhere. Let me check for a second. I'll be here in a moment. Oh, it's around here. No, I've been here already. It should go downstairs then. I haven't been here yet. Come on, please die. There you go. Effing dead. But you don't take as much damage as in Dark Souls. It's way heavier than Dark Souls. Yeah, I'm comparing this a lot to Dark Souls because I'm a fan of Dark Souls, but I said Dark Souls a lot. I should keep a counter on that too. But yeah, it's pretty good for now. Let's go around here and let's open the door. Okay, so now there should be a boss fight. So let's hope. Oh shit! There it is, the boss fight. And as you can see, the frame rate here is not good. I mean, not that good. I'm sorry if I told you in the wrong way. But as you can see, we are getting 30 to 40 here. Pretty consistently, as you can see. So let's try getting better frame rates. So we're going to the options, display, advanced settings, and here, as I told you, geometry, textures, and some of that stuff cannot be changed without restarting the game, so I'll just change shadows. If you change them from very high to medium, you'll get a way better frame rate, trust me. And as you can see now, we're getting 58, 59, yeah, pretty close to 60 FPS. Or between 50 and 60, and shadows still look pretty damn good, in my opinion. If you drop some other stuff, you can play at 1080p 60. So that's good news. It's very smooth now. Way smoother than it was. Let's see if I can change something else and hit 60. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, there's not much more to change. If I turn off post processing, it will look like garbage, but let's see if it does anything. Oh, as you can see here, it didn't change. So post processing, we need to restart the game for that. We enable that, volumetric lighting. Let's see if that affects the frame rate. No, it didn't. Well, a little. Yeah, it seems that it affected the frame rate. Let me see. 1 second. Yeah, if you turn off volumetric lighting and keep shadows on medium, you'll get 60s on 1080p. This boss fight is one of the worst things I encountered. There will be more and bigger areas with a lot of snow falling and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it still drops to 50. So you might want to use low shadows then. On 1080p, I'm just talking about 1080p, if you know what I'm talking about now. So if you lower geometry detail to medium or high and restart the game, you should be fine. I'm not restarting the game because I will have to do this section all over again. So I will be wasting a lot of time, and I'm short of it today. So yeah, we'll keep it like this, like I show you. Shadows on medium. But as you can see, it runs fine. We're between 47 and 60 FPS, so it's very smooth. Consoles run this at 30 frames per second. But yeah, this game is playable at 30. Trust me, I played it at 30 on the 750 Ti in the past. So it's not that bad actually. Come on. But okay, let's jump into 900p, shall we? Let's use maximum settings 900p. And let's see what the frame rates tell us. So we change into 900p. And as you can see, we'll jump into the game now. And we're getting 50s, 40 to 50 apparently. So this is like putting high shadows 1080p instead of very high. So let's switch into high shadows and let's see what happens. Okay, now we're better. We're getting 54, 52. Let's see if I look back. 60, yeah, we're above 60 there. Yeah, if we look into big areas, like trying to see more the draw distance, you might have some drops to 47 to 50, but it's very smooth, as you can see here. Now it's way smoother than it used to. So let's see if we can get constant 60 by dropping it to medium. Medium shadows. This should do, I mean. Yeah, now we're fine. Now we're above 60 by far. No matter what. So if you want 60s no matter what, 900p, medium shadows. If you want close to 60, everything on the maximum, well, close to 60, yeah, between 47 and 60. 1080p, medium shadows, the rest on the highest, with no nvidia effects, of course, as always. And what else? Let me think about something else. Let me heal first. Well, if you want better performance in 1080p, drop the geometry detail. I didn't drop it because I will have to restart the game. I don't have time for that today, unfortunately. But as you can see, 900p is fine. The CPU is holding up pretty well. So let's go into 720, because why not? A lot of people have 720p monitors. The highest 720. Okay, 720 highest setting. And what do we have here? 60s. Yeah, with some drops below. But so far, yeah, it drops below 60, but we're about 50, so that's fine by me. I don't know about you. That's, well, that's kind of up to you. So let's drop into high to see if we can get a more consistent frame rate. And we do, yeah. With high shadows instead of very high, which normally don't make much of a difference. Look at the frame rates, we're about 60 at all times. So yeah, 720p highest setting, high shadows instead of very high. And of course the textures, you might want textures on high instead of very high. Since we have 2 GB of VRAM, the game recommends 6 GB of VRAM for the highest texture quality. So I don't like to mess with that. And don't even think about nvidia turbulence, unless you want, well, a less consistent experience. You see the fire going from the sword. Well, as you can see, if you enable nvidia turbulence, you'll have more particles there, and when we hit the floor, it will look more realistic. Like, I mean, those particles from the sword will be way more affected by the wind, by the movement. But in my opinion, you don't need that. I mean, I can play fine without those effects. I enjoyed the game a lot playing on medium settings in the past, at 30 frames per second. So here you can play at 60, so that's a very welcome difference, in my opinion. So let's now jump into 1440p. Let's see if we can play like that. We're going to 1440. Of course, shadows will be on medium. I wouldn't even try the highest shadows. That will be insane. Okay. Come on, cam, you can load now. Okay, 1440p. Highest setting, medium shadows. And here we have 30s. Yeah, mostly 30 frames per second. That's not bad at all. I mean, consoles run this at 30 frames per second. Here we are using a way higher resolution. As you can see, we're using 1440p and the game looks great. I mean, no jaggies whatsoever. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say for now. I hope you keep enjoying the video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.